guys, after everything that I ate last week and being negative 49 points, if this thing doesn't say I'm 5 pounds up, I will be celebrating. Let's see. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't think I've ever in my life been so happy for a point 0.6 gain. I am thrilled. You have no idea, just thrilled, because this was the craziest week I've ever had in the history of all histories of doing Weight Watchers. And I don't just mean this time of this weight loss journey from last November. I mean the history, like since I was 12, 13 years old of doing Weight Watchers. I have never in my life been in a negative deficit of 49 points. I don't think there's been very rare times when I've even had a negative, like past eating all of your weeklies into negatives. I think I might have done that once before and it was like, oh my gosh, I went a point or two over. But to be negative 49 when I came back from this spiritual retreat. So if you didn't see my videos earlier on in the week, go back and take a look at Monday's video where I tell you all about it. But so on Monday, I came back from a weekend where I had to shut off all electronics in order to disconnect from everything else that's going on in the outside world and trust the people in this organization to wake me up, to tell me when to go to sleep, to just do everything, because we didn't even have watches. So it turned out to be the most amazing experience. Seriously, I'm so refreshed and revived. But that also meant that they were fixing all of my food. I didn't know what was being really put in things. It was very common things. But, you know, I think one time someone served me like a regular Sprite instead of a Sprite Zero. That was whopping crazy amount of points. So things like that happened. So needless to say, I came into the week, my new day starts on Fridays, of course, because that's weigh-in. So from Friday to Sunday night, I ate 49 points into the negative. That was past my weeklies. So I just thought, you know what? This has been such an awesome experience that I've had this weekend. I'm going to choose not to freak out about it. I'm not going to choose to just pretend like it didn't happen. And so I decided to make some adjustments since I had done something that I had never done in, you know, negative points. Are you kidding me? I decided to take back those points, to recoup those points. So from Monday until Wednesday, I wanted it to be Thursday, but it wasn't. From Monday to Wednesday, I only ate 32 points. So I get 44 points, which always, every single week, it always feels like a lot of points, even when I eat my weeklies. But sometimes I feel like I'm just eating to be eating because I have all these points, and it is the Weight Watchers program to eat that much food. So it really was not difficult for me personally to eat 32 points. What I did notice is after having such a huge weekend, I was hungry. My body was like, where's all that food you've been giving me? So Monday was fine. I was not hungry. I actually still felt really bloated and kind of, you know, just full from the weekend. But by Tuesday, I literally was back in touch with stomach hunger, literal legit hunger, which I thought was fascinating too, because sometimes I think I go through life and I don't ever really feel my normal hunger cues anymore, just because I eat so many points and I'm eating on plan. So I was able to do that well until like Wednesday. Wednesday I started struggling because I really wanted to eat the Halo Top. And so I could eat a ton of points in that, no problem. So that's really what I find is in my Weight Watchers history, I used to have so much struggles getting all my points in, and usually I end up eating junk in order to fill that, because if I eat fibrous, healthy foods, I oftentimes struggle getting all those points in. So needless to say, I was able to do it 32 points Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday started struggling. By Thursday, yesterday, I had a 46 point day. So I get 44 points. So I added another 2 points to that 49. So I ended up with 51 points negative. So to get on the scale today and see a 0.6 gain, to me, that is like the greatest gift. I feel very, very blessed because Lord have mercy, how many of us have had regular weeks where we felt like we were doing everything right and we ended up being 0.2, 0.4, 0.6 up. And I'll tell you, before I did all of the holistic treatment and got my system cleaned up and ready to really lose, 0.2 and 0.4s, that was my story constantly. So I feel super excited and super blessed that my system is really different, very, very changed in order to be able to take in, gosh, what is that? That is, I get 42 weeklies and then 51. So that was almost 90 extra points than just the basic plan. To be able to do that and to, I don't know, I see that as almost basically a maintain, you know? So not to make light of it, not to say that I'm happy that I gained, but I am happy that I only gained 0.6 points. And I am really so absolutely okay with that. I am very proud of myself for making those changes in order to reduce the points and try to recoup that, because that just is not a normal, I'm not a binger like that. Not like that. When I binge, I have an extra hamburger. Or when I binge, I eat all my weeklies, or I feel out of control and I eat the whole thing of Halo Top. But we're not talking an extra 2 days worth of points. So I feel like it was a very successful week in the light of some circumstances that were very out of the ordinary. So I say that for any of you that may be in the same place, something out of the ordinary is coming up, a cruise or, you know, some big weekend. You know, we're all getting ready to hit the holidays, and we just have to find ways to make those things happen when we're out, when it really is circumstances that are out of our control. Now, could I have done better? Could I have made better choices while I was gone? Yes, I could have. But I chose just to enjoy this once in a lifetime, because it really is. I will never, although I'll be a part of that organization forever, I will never go back and hand over my phone and give over control and just be able to completely disconnect from everything in the outside world like that again, not with this particular organization. So it truly was worth it. And I am so happy to say at the end of this month, I am 4.3 pounds down. And like I said before many times, any of you who have followed me from the beginning of my journey, you would know that that is substantial for me. To get 3 pounds down in a week was me killing it at the gym and just doing everything I possibly could. And I'm just so happy to see results. I'm happy to see my body functioning well. I am happy to feel really in control of what's going on when I have my phone and when I'm able to track. So, and then a cool little NSV here is this blouse, which I absolutely love. I've had it since I was well over 300 pounds. And I just thought it was so funny because I was looking when I was sitting like that. These holes are getting bigger. There's a little less of me, and it's just so neat to see. I remember, you know, it's one of those cold shoulder things, but it's beginning to feel like cold arm, right? But it's so cool to watch your clothes get bigger. You know, it's taking a little bit longer to change sizes, but things are definitely laying a lot better. And my little my muffin top right here is beginning to flatten out a little bit. So I'm very excited about that. So I got some fun things planned coming up video wise for celebrating those kinds of things. But I just want to thank you guys for constantly cheering me on and just being a great support. So it's been another fantastic week. I will call this a success. Although my 5-week losing streak is over, I still feel like I'm in this to win this. And I'm just very proud of myself for how I handled this week. So I'd love to know how you're doing. And when I say that, I mean it. So whether it's on here, on YouTube, leaving it in the comments, or whether you want to head over to Instagram. I love interacting. So definitely let me know how your journey's going and how I might support you too. So until next week, I hope you have a great one. Bye. If you've enjoyed this video and the way I see it, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. I love having you around. We'll see you soon.